everyone, this is Leslie Fisher with lesliefisher.com. I hope you're doing well. So at the time of this recording, on last Friday, I did a webinar called Screencasting, Sharing, Recording Plethora. And it was an overview of all the different types of tools out there. And there was a couple things I showed that really surprised the attendees. So I want to share one of them with you. And it involves Screencast-O-Matic. Now, I have been using Screencast-O-Matic for years. I record my video blog posts with them. I'm using it right now to record this video blog post. And in my blogs, you will even see a video blog post of using the video editor feature in Screencast-O-Matic. It is very handy. It is quite affordable. $19 a year for the editing suite. You could record for free. They also have announced a new web portal where you can store videos, choose who can see those videos. It gives you all sorts of options, and that's part of their premium model. But it's a great way that if you want a little bit more control over who sees your content or whatnot, this might be worth exploring. So the new tool that I want to show you is completely free, and it is now a screenshot feature. There's a lot of screenshot features out there, but this one gives you a lot of extra nice bells and whistles, all for free. And if you've used Screencast-O-Matic already, you're probably already familiar and you will be comfortable with this scenario. So I'm going to come in here. There's a couple ways that I can do this. I could come right in here to capture screenshot. I could also come right up in here into this new menu. And you'll see in this new menu, it says take a screenshot, launch the recorder, open the editor, and then I can also share where things are uploaded. And then I have here an overview of different screenshots and recordings. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come in here and say capture screenshot. So it says ready to take a screenshot. So let's do this. Let's go to my calendar. We'll go to my webinar calendar. And we'll come here to the list of the webinars that at the time of this recording that I'm planning on doing. And we'll come in here and say ready for a screenshot. And I'll say, yeah, ready. And so now it's going to say, you don't see it here on the right side. Let me see if I can move it there. And it's kind of nice, depending on where you move your mouse, this guy will bounce around. So you'll see click and drag to select an area, press escape to cancel screenshot, press enter to capture this entire screen, and it should be saying single click to capture this window. So I'm going to single click and I'm going to capture the window, and you'll see it says that the screenshot has been copied. So now I could come in here and I could say let's open this in the editor, let's go in there and let's store this in a folder, or let's share this. So I could just share this directly online if I wanted to. But I'm going to come in here and say open the screenshot editor. And let's move this guy in here so you can see it. And here it is, folks. This is the screenshot editor. And as I mentioned before, if you have used Screencast-O-Matic, you are familiar with this. There's a couple of things I can do in here. I can come in and crop and resize. I can add an arrow. So if I come in here and say add an arrow, I'm going to drag this arrow here. And then what I can do is I can come in here where it says quick style. I already have, for example, that's my company color. And I can come in here and I can customize all of this, all the colors and all sorts of nice little features. When I'm done, I'll just click on done. I also have the shape option. So I could come in here and check out all these different shapes that I could add directly into my screenshot. And those quick styles are there as well. And if I want to get rid of something, no problem. I could just say done. Had a guest star. And then come in here and say delete. And so there's also a highlight tool. So if I wanted to highlight something, I could just take this guy and I could drag that. And then we'll make this a little bit bigger. And there we go. So I can change the highlight. And when I change the highlight, I can actually come in here and change the style. So I could change the opacity of this. I have all of these options that I can do, which is pretty nice. And so we'll bring this up a little bit. We'll say done. And then click done there. Now we have the blur feature. This is so great. Let's say you had, for example, nothing against Microsoft Teams. Let's say you had, for example, I keep just messing this one up ever so slightly when I've done this before. There we go. If you, student picture, phone numbers, certain text, you just saw text messaging across, and I used the video blur to probably hide that information. But now I have this great option to be able to blur on this screenshot. And text option, so I could come in here and I can edit the text, and just like you've seen with the other ones, I can come in and completely change the style. And then this is probably one of the ones that when I show this, a lot of people were like, what? So I'm going to come in here and I'm going to say steps. So now I'm going to click on steps, and now I have step 1, step 2, step 3. And when I do that, I can come in here once again, just like everywhere else, completely change the style. So very handy. When I click on done, I'll click on done here. What I love is it also shows you where are all of these items. And if I need to get back to them, I just go and I click on it. And that takes me straight to the ability to further edit or remove that option. Once I'm done with this, I could say copy this image, I could export this image, I could also publish this image online. I have all these things that I could do. When I'm done, I click on done, and this will then be stored into my Screencast-O-Matic area. And I can come back at this at any point and edit it again and use it again. So there it is, the new screenshot editor in Screencast-O-Matic. This is completely free. This is completely free. And if you haven't checked out Screencast-O-Matic, I highly recommend you do. And if you have and you're comfortable and familiar with it, guess what? You can now take screenshots with it as well. All right, hope you enjoyed spending 6.5 minutes of your day with me. Once again, I'm Leslie Fisher from lesliefisher.com. Thank you so much, guys. Have a great rest of your day.